Hello, my dear students. Myself Pooja Jalan, your maths teacher, Standard 5. So, let's learn today chapter 3, How many squares. I have divided this chapter in two parts. This is part 1. Hello, my dear students. Today I am going to explain you chapter 3, How many squares. Now you all are familiar with this word square. Here you can see this red box. This one. It has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it has 4 angles. One, 2, 3 and 4. In this, all 4 sides are equal. These 4 sides are equal and 4 angles are also equal. So, what is the definition of square? Square is a shape which has 4 equal sides with 4 equal angles. Now let's read. Question 1 is, measure the side of the square on dotted sheet. Here you can observe one dotted sheet. Now what you have to do, draw here as many rectangles as possible using 12 such squares. Here there are two questions. First, we have to measure length of this red box. Whenever you measure its length with ruler, it will be of 1 centimeter, right? So, I have written the side of the square on dotted sheet is 1 centimeter. In second question, we have to draw as many rectangles as possible using 12 such squares. Okay, so I am drawing rectangle in this dotted sheet using 12 such 1 centimeter squares. I am zooming the screen so you can see properly. Now I am trying to draw this rectangle. My line is not proper. Whenever you use ruler, then your line will be exact straight. You have to draw on this dotted line. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. I am drawing over here roughly diagram so you can understand. Here I have solved this question. We can make rectangle by using this square of 1 centimeter in different ways. I have drawn over here 7 rectangles. You can observe over here. 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now, next question is, how many rectangles could you make? In this question, they are asking that in this dotted sheet, how many rectangles we can make by using this 12 such squares of 1 centimeter. So, I have drawn over here 7 rectangles. So, I have written in solution part, that is, we can make 7 rectangles. You can write your own question, your own answer over here. Let's move forward. Second, each rectangle is made out of 12 equal squares. So all have the same area, but the length of the boundary will be different. Now, there are two new words. One is area and the second is boundary. So, let's learn about area. I am drawing one square over here. Okay, now I am drawing some lines inside it. What is this? This is space occupied by this square. Okay, this purple one is space occupied by this square, and it is called an area of a square. Okay, this part is the area of the square. I am writing area. Now, second is perimeter. Let's understand what is perimeter. Again, I am drawing one square over here. Now, you can observe the outer line. Okay, this outer line of the square, or we can say the boundary, only the boundary, the outer line of the square is called perimeter of a square. I am writing over here perimeter. Right, so what is the difference between these two, area and perimeter? This is square. I am drawing two square over here. In first square, you can observe area of the square. In second figure, you can observe perimeter of a square. Okay, now first question is, which of these rectangles has the longest perimeter? Okay, among these 7 rectangles, we have to find out which rectangle has the longest perimeter. So, from the above figure, we can say that rectangle 1 and 2 has the longest perimeter. Let's find out how. Now, learn this formula of perimeter. What is it? Perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 times in bracket length plus breadth. Here we are solving for figure 1 and 2. This one and this 2. So here you can see that in first rectangle, this one, our formula is perimeter of rectangle is, I am writing perimeter P. For perimeter P, that is equal to 2 times length. For length I am writing L plus for breadth I am writing B. Okay. Now how you can solve this example? Here two as it is. What is the length of first rectangle? That is that vertical line, that is 1 plus what is the breadth of this first rectangle? That is horizontal line. We have to count squares. How many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I am writing over here 12 is equal to 2. 12 plus 1 is 13. Okay. Now whenever this bracket, okay, it means you have to multiply. So over here 2 multiply by 13. Whenever you multiply by 13 by 2, you will get 26. Okay, so your answer is 26 centimeter. Perimeter of first rectangle is 26 centimeter. Now let's move forward. Which of these rectangles has the smallest perimeter? From the above figure, we can say that rectangle 3, 4, 5 and 6 has the smallest perimeter. Let's find out. As we know, the formula is P is equal to 2 times L plus B. So 2 times what is the length of rectangle 3? Let's consider rectangle 3. So length of rectangle 3 is, I am finding over here. Okay, so you can, that will be clear for you. So I am finding perimeter of this rectangle 3. So everyone just concentrate over here. Perimeter is equal to 2 times L plus B. Right. So 2 times for 3. I am finding for 3. Now length for this rectangle 3 is that vertical line. So we have to count squares. How many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am writing over here 4 plus breadth is your horizontal line. It has 3 squares. So I am writing over here 3 is equal to 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. Now 7 2s are 14. So your answer is 14 centimeter. Don't forget to write unit. Let's move ahead. So the smallest perimeter is of 14 centimeter and the largest perimeter is of 26 centimeter. Okay, page 35. It is measure stamp. Here we can see different types of interesting stamps on this sheet. Here question A is, how many squares of 1 centimeter side does stamp A cover and stamp B? Now in this question we have to find out that stamp A cover how many squares and stamp B. So I have written solution for stamp A. Let's focus on stamp A. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so there are 18 squares of 1 centimeter side in stamp A. Okay, now we have to find out for stamp B. So let us count for stamp B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 squares of 1 centimeter side in stamp B. Now let's move forward. Which stamp has the biggest area? Okay, among this all stamp, which has the biggest area? That we can say that stamp A has the biggest area because it has 18 squares in it. Next, how many questions of side 1 centimeter does this stamp cover? This stamp we just count, okay, we have just counted that this stamp has 18 squares of side 1 centimeter. How much is the area of the biggest stamp? Means we have to find out area for stamp A. I am finding area over here. What is the formula for area is area is equal to length multiplied by breadth. Everyone learn this formula. Area is equal to length multiplied by breadth. Now we are finding area for stamp A. This one. So I am doing calculation over here. I am writing A for area, L for length and B for breadth. Now we are finding for stamp A. So L that is your vertical line. So how many squares are there in vertical line? There are 3 squares. And in breadth means you have to count this horizontal line. So how many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am writing over here 6. Okay, so answer is 3 6 are 18. And the unit of area is centimeter square. Don't forget to write unit, okay, centimeter squares. Otherwise you can write 18 square centimeter. I am writing SQ, that is short form of square, and centimeter. Okay, this both unit are equal. You can write centimeter square, otherwise you can write square centimeter. So area of stamp A is 18 centimeter square. Now let's move forward. Which two stamps have the same area? Now observe this this sheet. In this you have to find out which two stamps have same area. Okay, by observing we can say that stamp D and stamp F have the same area. Okay, this stamp D and this stamp F. Now let's move forward. How much is the area of each of these stamps dash square centimeter? Okay, we just solve that this stamp D and stamp F have the same area. So how is it? Let's solve the area of both for stamp D and for stamp F. So I am solving over here for stamp D first. Okay, so here as we know formula of area is equal to L into B. We are finding for D. So L is how many squares are there in vertical line? 3, and B breadth means this horizontal line there are 4 squares. So 3 4s are 12 centimeter square. 12 centimeter square for D. Now we will find for F. So again I am writing formula. Area is equal to L into B. We are finding for F. So let us focus on F. L is 1, 2. This vertical line, how many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am writing over here 4. And this horizontal line breadth is 3. So again 4 3s are 12. Okay, so both stems D and F have same area, that is 12 centimeter square. Okay, don't just write down centimeter and upper you have to write, okay, above centimeter you have to write small 2, that is centimeter square. Okay, so let's move forward. The area of the smallest stamp is dash square centimeter. Okay, the area of the smallest stamp is 4 square centimeter. Okay, let's find out. Smallest stamp is E. You can observe over here that's the smallest stamp, that is E. Let us find out its area, that is area is equal to L multiplied by B. L is 2. Okay, this L is 2 and breadth is also 2. So your answer is 4. And what is the unit of area? Centimeter, and small 2 you have to write over here. So area is 4 centimeter square. Now let's move forward. The difference between the area of the smallest and the biggest stamp is dash square centimeter. Now difference means we have to find out, we have to subtract smaller area from the bigger area. Okay, so we know that area of biggest stem, that is A. Okay, it is 18 centimeter square, and the area of the smallest stem, that is E, that is 4 centimeter square. Now we have to subtract 4 from 18. Now whenever you subtract from 4 from 18, you will get 14 centimeter square. So your answer is 14 centimeter square. Now let's move forward. Page number 36. Guess. Question 1 is, which has the bigger area, one of your footprint or one page of this book? Okay, we have to find out area, okay, of this two. Footprint means your legs footprint, and the page of this book. So and we have to compare this area and we have to find out which one is the bigger. So when comparing the area of footprint and the area of page of this book, the area of page of this book is bigger than footprints. Whenever you measure area, okay, of your footprint and this page, you will get the area of this book is bigger than the footprints, right? Now let's move forward. Which has the smaller area, 2 5 rupees notes together or a 100 rupees note? Okay, now here what they are saying, that we have to take 2 5 rupees note and we have to keep it together like this. Okay, and observe its area, and 100 rupees note is there. Now we have to compare this area of this note. So obviously the 100 rupee note has the smaller area. Okay, whenever we combining this two note, its area will become bigger than this 100 rupee note. So we can write a 100 rupee note has the smaller area, right? Now next is, look at a 10 rupee note. Is it area more than 100 square centimeter? Here what we have to do, we have to take one 10 rupees note and we have to draw 1 centimeter square in this note. So how many square this note, consider that we have to find out. So I have found that no, the area of 10 rupee note is not more than 100 square centimeter. It is less than 100 square centimeter, but not more than 100 square centimeter. Here question is the area of the blue shape more than the area of the yellow shape? Why? Let's observe these two figures and we have to find out that these both figures areas are equal or not. Okay, so for this here I have written that no, from the given image we can say that the area of blue shape is equal to the area of yellow shape, because the yellow and blue shape figures are divided into two triangles of equal areas. Everyone just observe this shape. This square one, we can see that there are two triangles inside it. That is exit equal to the shape of this blue one. Okay, so from this we can say that the area of these two shapes are equal. Next question is the perimeter of the yellow shape more than the perimeter of the blue shape? Why? Now here we have to find out perimeter for these two shapes. First, I am reading the solution. No, the perimeter of the yellow shape is less than the perimeter of the blue shape. With the help of a ruler, we can find that the length of the boundary of the blue shape is more than the length of the boundary of the yellow shape. Means, let's find out perimeter for this. Okay, perimeter means this outer line. Okay, this boundary we have to find out. Whenever we find out this outer length with ruler, we will get the answer that it is less than that of the shape of blue one. How? That you know that in triangle, I am drawing over here one triangle in which the biggest part is this one. Okay, this one is the biggest part of the triangle. This side is the biggest side. So here we can see that in this square, the biggest side of the triangle, that is inside of the square, and we have to find out only boundary of this square, that is perimeter. Now observe in this triangle that the biggest side of the triangle, that is at the outside of the triangle. Here we can see that. I am drawing it again, this one, this and this one. Okay, so when we find perimeter for this triangle, so obviously it is more than that of this yellow one square. Let's move forward. How big is my hand? Trace your hand on the square sheet on the next page. Okay, you in this question you have to trace your hand in this sheet, this squared one that is given over here. You have to keep your hand on this sheet and you have to draw it. I am drawing it roughly diagram, so you can understand how you can draw your hand. Now second is, in this sheet only you have to draw your friend's hand. Okay, now you have to compare the area of both the hands. First is yours and second is your friends. Then after you have to find out which one is the bigger one. Okay, so for this you have to find out area of both the hands. So we are finding here area for the first this figure, that is A, that is your hand. Okay, so for finding area, in previous examples we used one formula. If you remember that area is equal to L multiplied by B. Now this formula for finding area is used for only fixed shape, that is square, rectangle, like this. But here you can observe that this is uneven figure. How can we find area? So there is one solution. We have to find area by counting squares. So let's count the squares. Everyone just look at over here. How we can find area? First one is we have to find number of complete squares. Okay, number of complete squares, that first we have to find. So I am finding over here like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6. These are complete squares, so I am writing 6 are the complete squares, right? Now second is number of half filled squares. Half filled square means that is covered with half part only. Okay, let us count. I am counting over here. Half part means we can cover this 1, we can cover this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I am writing over here number of half filled squares is equal to 7. Now let us find number of more than half filled squares. Okay, more than half filled means the space that is occupied by more than half square. So we can count over here like this: 1 2, this type of squares, 2 3 4 5, the 6 and 7. Okay, so I am writing over here number of more than half filled squares is equal to 6. We have count 7 because in this type of area students to students आंसर may vary. ओके, जो जितना काउंट करेगा उतना आंसर आएगा, सबका सेम आंसर आए ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. ओके, जो जितना काउंट करेगा तो इसमें वेरिएशन आ सकता है. अंडरस्टूड? सो लेट्स फाइंड आउट एरिया. हियर we can find area like this. Area is equal to number of complete square, that is 6, plus number of half filled square. So I am dividing 7 by 2 plus number of more than half filled squares are, that is 6. So let's solve this. 6 plus 7 by 2, you have to divide 7 by 2, you will get 3.5 plus 6. Now add these three numbers, you will get 15.5. that is area of this hand dressing of A. Okay, I am writing over here centimeter square, otherwise you can write square meter centimeter also. Okay, now how you can add this number? You know how you can add this number? 6, then this 3.5, like this, and this 6. Now I am adding it here 5 as it is point. Now 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15. So your answer is 15.5 square centimeter, right? Now for second hand tracing, you have to count by own with this same method. After counting, you will get answer, that is 29 square centimeter. Now here, previously for A it is 15.5 square centimeter and for B it is 29 square centimeter. So which one is the bigger one? Yes, this second one, that is 29 square centimeter, right? Now let's move forward. My footprints. Here you can see these two girls. They are observing their footprints. So first question is, whose footprint is larger, yours or your friend's? I have written answer, my footprint is larger than my friend's footprint. Okay, you can write your own answer. How will you decide? आपने कैसे डिसाइड किया कि आपका फुटप्रिंट आपके फ्रेंड्स के फुटप्रिंट से लार्ज साइज में लार्ज है? सो आंसर इज वी कैन डिसाइड बाय फाइंडिंग द एरियाज ऑफ दिस फुटप्रिंट्स. ओके, वी हैव फाउंड these areas for hand tracing. Same way you can find areas for these footprints and you can decide whose footprints are bigger than others. Third is the area of both your footprints the same? Okay, for one person the area of both footprints are same. Okay, for one person, yes, the area of both of my footprints is the same. Understood? Now let's move forward. Guess which animal's footprint will have the same area as yours. Discuss. I have written answer. The footprint of monkey may be similar in area is my footprint. Okay, I have written monkey because we know that monkey is somehow similar that of our body. So I have written monkey. Now second is, here are some footprints of animals in actual sizes that is given. Okay, guess the area of their footprints. In these two pics, one is for hand footprint and the one is for dog. Now you have to find area for it. Same way, same method you can use by counting squares. You have to draw 1 centimeter squares on this footprint and then count it as we count in hand tracing examples. So you may get answer like area of hand's footprint is 3 square centimeter approximately. Okay, your answers will be different. Okay, your answer would be different also. Now the area of dog's footprint, that is 10 square centimeter, that is also approximately. Okay, you can write your own answer over here. So dear students, thank you for watching video. Stay home, stay safe and complete your work.